Rice is one of the most consumed foods in the entire world and is a staple for more than 3.5 billion people. So while it has passed the taste test of a huge majority of the globe's population, it has one final hurdle. Can it, in snack form, pass the test of the three most renowned names in snacking? Well, since those three aren't able to participate, Rice will have to settle for us. Rice Snacks, right now on You Tried Dat. You Tried Dat. Rice Snacks. Nick Novak with my pals Chad Hancock.
AKA the sixth most renowned name in snacking.
Nick Iger.
Mr. Rice. Jerry Rice. This is Jerry Rice.
You didn't even try to pretend you were a renowned name.
I'm not. No one knows me. I'm an infamous, not famous.
You're just overshadowed by the greatness of me and Novak, I guess.
Yes, that must be it.
Must be.
So, guys, an activity I took part in this week for the first time, a very famous activity.
Yeah.
I was trying to kill some...
jerking off?
For the first time?
Yeah, that's one of the most famous activities.
You would be famous if the first time you jerked off was when you were like almost 40. You'd be the first person to ever make it that far.
The bluest balls in the entire planet.
You'd be one of the most renowned self-edgers of all time.
Just straight up Smurf balls down there.
Okay, get on with your jack-off story. Even more fun than that. Geocaching.
Same thing.
AKA nerd jerk off.
So it was really we did it to kill some time with our kids because they're home all summer. So I didn't even know I've heard of it, but I had no idea what I was supposed to expect when I showed up. So you get the app on your phone, and then it takes you GPS style to a location where you then seek out escape room style, like some kind of like a homing beacon that you were finding. So
wait, which app were you doing?
Whatever's like the most popular geocaching one.
Well, there was Pokemon Go, but then before that it was, what was that one called? Geocaching.
The dark web one?
App.
Pokemon Go is it considered geocaching?
Yeah,
kind of like that, right?
Yeah, whatever the predecessor was for Pokemon Go, I forget. Anyways, go ahead.
Stop. So like the first one, we get to a mailbox, and like I didn't know what was going. I didn't know what I'm looking for. I'm like, is there something in the mailbox? So it ended up being a magnetic thing, like to the bottom of the mailbox. A magnet was holding in a thing that you found. There was a little piece of paper, and you write your name that you found it and mark it off. And then there was a second one that was like in a parking lot, and like at the front of each parking space there were like metal cylinders, and you unscrewed the cap and found it in one. And so when I found it kind of was like being in an escape room or something. But mostly what it got me thinking was if I was going to set up my own, how it would be. And I thought one of the best ideas would be to just have it in your front pocket, like right up against your balls. And then as some guy came in looking for the geocache, he was just following his phone, and it ran straight into your crotch, and then he looked up and you were just smiling.
You were wearing a Speedo? When like you can clearly see the outline of the shape of the thing like inside.
And you're like, go ahead. If you want to complete this, nerd, you know what you need to do.
Finish your journey.
I would want to have it like I would want to have it like just like in my mouth or something. You know, so I'm holding like an envelope or something in my mouth, and then there's like a sign on my chest that just says, "To get this geocache, you must French kiss it out of my mouth."
So wait, do you know when these people are doing this, or do you just have to sit around with this in your mouth at all times on the off chance someone's geocaching?
Hopefully the latter. Wow, that sounds great.
That's like it'll be mighty funky in your pocket.
if you just kept it like on your person, but as you knew someone was approaching, you just started like sprinting away from them and see if they would follow you.
Carl Lewis is like the ultimate like geocache tease. You can never catch him. Come back here with the end of my clue.
Just legions of nerds chasing Carl Lewis.
You go onto this app and there's other people who have just set this up for you. Like there's that there's an active quest or something, and you go do it.
Yeah, I don't know who. So you look at a map and there's a whole bunch of little flags on it, and you can see what ones are close to you. You know, so we didn't want to go driving in our car, so there were 2 that were bikeable distance, like a mile away. So we just hopped on our bikes and went. But then it says the difficulty level, like rated 1.5, and then there's like a little clue. And neither of the clues in there had literally jack shit to do. Like the one that was under a mailbox said, famous 80s movie. Rest in peace, John Hughes. And then I'm like, what am I looking for? Is this something like...
Oh, your kids will know that.
And then it was underneath the mailbox. I was like, what mail?
Is there some famous scene in like... Yeah, in like Ferris Bueller or something where he like... drives the car in reverse into a mailbox or something? Like what?
I stuck my hand into the mailbox and I felt something squishy, and then I like pried it open, and inside was the John Hughes corpse. And I was like, oh, now I get it.
His corpse is really condensed over time.
I was looking at dark web geocaching. I forgot.
Is the final clue of yours something like, once you solve this clue, you'll have them all. Here's a hint. It's next to my balls, and they have to go scoop it out of your pocket. Riddle me this, Batman. Where is this clue? And it's like the tail end of it sticking out your butthole.
So if we start a You Tried Dat geocaching, then can we use that same clue, but we just shove the John Hughes corpse right next to our balls? Would that, or is that crossing a line?
You'll find it next to John Hughes' balls.
The old John Hughes corpse, which is a easily maneuverable piece of material at this point. Oh, just stuff the old John Hughes corpse in your pocket.
Man,
all right.
Half of these geocaches are all inside John Hughes corpses these days.
John Hughes' family has just been doing it as a way to honor him. They own the geocaching site.
I actually think they could do like an extreme version, and like where you would put it around like a rabid dog's collar or something like that.
And then the final thing is it's inside John Hughes, and you have to kill him to get the final clue and rip it out of his body, Saw style.
I would love to find a clue underneath a rabid dog's nutsack. That would be great.
Why does it have to be on his nutsack?
That's how geocaching works, dude.
Oh, so it's
haven't you learned anything?
Ball sacks, yeah.
All right. Well, Geiger, there's no transition to you mispronouncing a name, but what happened?
So I was working with this guy named Geovanni Cash. No, so we had...
That's a spicy meatball under my balls.
Yeah, I never guessed what that Celeste clue is. What's that? Oh, yeah, you got it right away. It's on my balls. I come and I'll find a clue location. Wow. That's... all right, enough of my terrible Italian accent. I think that was more offensive than the joke. No, so I was on a conference call today for work, and have you guys run into, so there's obviously some, names that are sometimes hard to pronounce, right? But then there's names that you've definitely seen before that are spelled a little differently. For example, the name Geoff can be spelled Jeff or Jeoff. Okay,
yes.
Right? You guys both seen that secondary version before in your lives?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay. So we get on this call, and this sales rep kind of guy, account manager, who's much older and has lived much more life than me, is also there with me. And
he's gonna call this guy Geoff.
Yeah, this customer dials in, and his name is Geoff, Geoff, and my coworker goes, "Hi, Geoff," and I like think about it, but I thought like he knew the guy, and they were like just joking because I didn't. I had just the first time I met the customer, and they had a relationship, or so I thought. And the guy doesn't say a word. He goes, "Hey," and then he goes, "Now is that how you pronounce it, Geoff?" And then I realized in an instant my coworker was dead serious that he thought that was his name, and there was just 3 seconds of silence. The guy goes, "It's Geoff," and I literally died. Like I had to put myself on mute. I was laughing so hard. But like, who has never seen that spelling and assumes it's Geoff? That's the worst fucking name I've ever heard.
Maybe because he's been doing so much geocaching. And so that's on his mind.
And when you stop, that's when you G off.
But have you guys ever had that where it's a pretty obvious name and someone just butchers it? Like, I can understand. I work with a lot of folks from like, a lot of folks who are Indian, Indian, and they have a lot of hard to pronounce names. I understand some of that, but that one seemed like he should have come across it before in his life somehow.
Well, I don't know about names. I do know that there was a guy that friend of the podcast, Chrissy, dated for a little while, and he was famous for pronouncing the fish as salmon and the California State Park as Yosemite. And I remember after he did those two, there was like we were just basically said to her like, you can't date this guy anymore because we're just gonna make fun of him every time he's not around.
We have a friend in common, a listener of the podcast, that says the word metacore all the time instead of mediocre. And it drives me nuts.
A guy we know, Geiger, also like this was a while after memes started. And this guy definitely fashions himself a know-it-all type of guy. And he's like, oh, yeah, it's just like that May May. And I'm like, what the
fuck? Yeah. People are dumb. Anyway, I just thought that was fun. I couldn't stop laughing. The guy's disdain was very clear. It's Geoff.
There was also that one movie director, John Hughes. That's the one that
I thought it was Huggies. Is that wrong?
There's that old Key and Peele sketch where like the teacher is mispronouncing all those names.
Oh yeah,
that one where he's like Aaron and stuff.
Yeah.
And the punchline of that is he says that he's going to send him to Principal O'Shaughnessy's office. Where he pronounces it O'Shag Hennessy, and there is a street right by our like house called O'Shaughnessy, but to this day, my wife and I always pronounce it O'Shag Hennessy. Like we just can't help it. So I think if anybody else ever heard us pronounce it, they would just think we were an idiot. But can't stop.
Okay, well, let's get to eating some rice crackers. We rate these snacks on a 5-point scale. A love that, like that, indifferent to that, dislike that, and hate that. Let's start with the maybe the most ordinary seeming, the dang.
Dang!
Now, we did try a dang chip, coconut chip or something, long
time ago, a super early episode. I think it didn't do well.
No, they did not. These are the dang sticky rice chips made with crunchy Thai rice, aged cheddar flavor. So they are in... We've recently eaten something that was like a cheese snack that was in kind of this form, but it's... I can't think of what... This is like maybe a quarter-sized small...
Speaking of mispronouncing names, there's a story on the back that says, "Dang's the name of our founder's mother." I wonder if it's actually Dang or if it's supposed to be like Dong or something like that.
Yeah, you make it like cultural mispronunciation.
Well,
you would think they would know the founder's mother's name.
Dang, we forgot her name.
Oh, they have a poem on the back. I'm not going to
They
read it
do?
because it sounds dumb.
Where's there a
Dang's
poem?
the name of our father's mother with her recipes like no other, etc., etc. A straight snack vention, a flavor ascension, delightful morsels that defy convention.
Didn't you just say you weren't going to read it?
That's only 2 verses. There's 4.
Very crunchy.
So the best of Western flavors and Eastern ingredients. So by Eastern ingredient, they just mean Thai rice. And Western flavors, they mean cheese.
No, the Western flavors
Preservatives
are lactic acid, watermelon juice.
Wait, what?
There's a last part of the poem. These snacks are served best with a hot toddy. You will find the answer inside the body. That seems weird.
That's strange. Oh no,
Making
our friend John Hughes is dead. Dang is the word that he last said.
I was rushing to make a John Hughes corpse one. Mine was going to rhyme with corpse, but I'll just let it die.
Wait, what were you? I actually was trying to think of a corpse rhyme. What were you going to get?
I was going to say, making chips is our porpoise. You'll find the clue in John Hughes' corpus.
Well, these are not very cheesy. Despite saying aged cheddar, there's a very slight
super subtle
cheese flavor.
Do you guys like rice crackers in general, or rice cakes? Rice crackers, like the real thin ones, I do kind of like a lot. But rice cakes are the most boring fucking thing on earth.
I worried that this whole episode was going to be a lot of indifference. These rice snacks as a whole are generally very plain tasting a lot of times.
Right.
Seems to be trending that way. one in, and you might be right. Yeah, the cheese is just like super subtle. I thought you barely taste it.
You gotta get really enough.
Yeah.
What do you think of the dang chips? What rating do you give them?
These dang chips. I think Chad just said the cheese is super subtle, and I think that's the problem. Like on a lot of things, I think that would be good. Like subtle flavor is good in a snack, but because this is the only semblance of flavor at all, it needs more. It needs like a really sharp, like I wanted like almost like an aged cheddar taste, and this is not that. I couldn't tell you if this is rice or Thai rice. To me, there's no discernible difference there. It's again, it's fine. And I was with you, Novak, when I picked them out. I'm like, I don't know. I wanted to try to put it in a theme, but yeah, rice crackers in general are kind of innocuous. So it is going to start off that way for me, though. This isn't indifferent. These are fine. I eat them if they're around, but they're just kind of there. It's kind of like eating slightly cheesy air.
Chad, what do you think? Cheesy air?
Cheesy air, bro. Yeah, they're so plain. Like there's not even really a lot of salt. The only thing going for them is they have a nice crunch. But just on their own, like you could have told me these were the plain flavor, I would have believed you. You know, you could have told me this was like a different cheese, like a fucking, I don't know, fromage blanc or some shit, and I would have believed you. So you could have told me these were John Hughes corpse flavor, and I would have believed you. So
waiting for it.
Indifferent to that.
Okay, to indifference. I agree. I actually think that if they were the bag is really crumply. My wife's eating them.
Yeah. I was like, did a raccoon just take all the chips?
Ask her what she thinks.
What do you think, Laura? Do you like them?
Good.
Can you hear?
The standard Laura answer of, they're good.
That only because I was expecting them to be worse.
She said like that. I'm going to disagree with her. I'm going to agree with you guys. Because bros before hoes. If you told me plain, I think I may have been able to sneak in a low level but you told me they're cheese. There's no cheese.
Right.
it's going to slide it down to an indifferent. They are just very plain. So we've got a lazy electioneer to start out. I hope that is not a continuing trend. Let's try. Now I have two like cylindrical shaped ones, but no package name. So what are these things, Geiger?
These are the Snack Freely Organic Crunchy Rice Rollers Mixed Berry Flavor. So they are kind of like round sticks, like almost like broken off poles or like rolls of quarters size with sticky rice all together, and then it looks like dried berries kind of in the middle, rolled up within them.
I have a feeling this is the kind of thing where I'm going to bite into it and it's just going to like shatter into a million pieces.
Yeah, it was falling apart just getting it out of the package. It smells so fucking plain.
Yeah.
It smells a lot like a rice cake.
That's the weirdest description of a smell. Oh, fuck. This thing smells so goddamn plain. Oh, you just take a big whiff and just nothing hits your nose. I'm so angry.
It has more flavor than the other one.
This is also a great snack to eat if you're like an immature boy. You can make a lot of jokes with this one. Oh, wow. This thing's like really, like, there's like almost like a sweet glaze on the rice on the outside of it. In addition to the fruit.
Oh, yeah, something holding it together. So
it's not breaking apart as bad as I thought it would.
Let me ask you guys. When was the last time we actually explained why we call 3 Indifferents a lazy electioneer? I feel like it's been like a year and a half. Do you think there's anybody that started listening in the last year and it's just like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Chad, stop trying to make this a political podcast, okay?
Catch him up.
Just because the person is too lazy to give you the flyer. Anyways, that's it.
Why were you immediately against explaining it after saying we should explain it?
I kind of couldn't remember.
It was the person you were talking about that was confused was you.
Maybe.
I also think there's a very charitable view we have of the podcast that you think we have any new listeners. I'm pretty sure the only people that listen to it have been there since day one.
Yeah, the stats would back you up. But we did have a new listener from India a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
Stayed for only one episode.
Smart move. All right, Chad, you're starting off. What do you think of this thing?
This is tough because these are significantly better than the dang. There is like sort of a sweeter flavor. There is a flavor there, but I don't know if I actually like the flavor. They're also very dry. I couldn't eat this thing just like on its own, right? Like it needs to be coated in chocolate or something. I don't know. Like it's so.
Chad is used to all those super damp, wet rice snacks that he eats all the time.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go indifferent to that again. I don't know. It's definitely better than the dang, but it's not better enough to bump it up to a like that, I think.
I ate it and I wanted to think something that wasn't indifferent. I wanted to either like it or dislike it. Same. And I was and we're relying on what are these really small little red flakes, these berry flakes, interspersed throughout. And there's just a few of them. The flavor is a little better, but the presentation is worse. It's worse to eat than the other things because it breaks apart, crumbles everywhere. And when you bite it, it's almost kind of like eating one of those Halloween popcorn balls where it's just like kind of randomly stuck together in a way that feels unnatural. And I guess with the rice cake, you kind of want a healthier-ish type of feel. So I'm going to give it a second indifferent to that. So we're on the verge of possibly having another lazy electioneer. Geiger, what do you think?
Yeah, I like this one a lot better than the Dang. I'll be honest. Mine did have a bunch of fruit in it, including one like giant hunk of it at the end. And when you had the mixed berry in there, I thought they tasted good. The mixed berry were like appropriately like tart
Yeah.
and gave it a big pop. I don't like the regular flavor of it. I don't like the sweet like rice. Like if this had been almost like a salty snack with that fruit in it, I think I would have liked it a lot more. They are healthy. They're 50 calories each, which is not bad.
Wait, for the whole for one roll or for the 2-pack?
For one roll per
Okay.
serving. So, it's. I wanted to like it. I think I was trying to talk myself into a like that, but I had to be honest and say if the fruit wasn't there, which it is, but if there was more fruit, it would have been like that. The fruit was a little too sparse, and for that reason, it just falls to: do I like the rest of it that is just rice based alone? And the answer is not that much. So again, unfortunately, our second straight lazy electioneer. This is an indifferent to dat. For the organic crunchy rice roller.
Wow, flyers just piling up outside our door.
It's a dead heat.
There's enough flyers outside our door to hide a clue under.
So it's a dead heat going into the final snack, which actually spouts having chocolate in it. So we'll see how that winds up. But right now we've got a segment.
Okay, so we did a couple episodes ago, we did a cup episode, if you guys recall. Tried 3 different cups. And the segment there, we did a cup quiz. You guys remember this? Where it was a bunch of movies. They all had some kind of like cup in the title. So bringing that segment back, another cup quiz. No, I'm just kidding. This is going to be in that similar vein, a rice quiz. But instead of doing movies, we're going to switch genres and we're going to do songs. So I'm going to quiz you guys on a couple songs. Here's how it's going to work. So I will...
I'll take it over F-Zero characters, I guess.
Okay, before you start, let's let everybody know that you texted us saying that you worried this was going to be a huge disaster.
Yeah. Okay, before we get into this, Chad, just quick rough estimate so people can fast forward. How long is the rules going to take? How long?
Only a minute. A minute.
You only have to hit 15 seconds forward 4 times, guys. We're all ready to play.
All right. So here's the way it's going to work. So all of these songs have the word rice in the title. Okay, these are all songs with the word rice in the title. So you guys can both buzz in on any question as soon as you know it. Just say the word rice to buzz in. So here's how it's going to work. I'm going to start off. I'm going to tell you the year it was released, the genre, and the name of the album. If you can guess it based on that, it's 3 points. If neither of you got it, I'll give you the name of the artist. Then you get 2 points. If you still can't get it, I've got a 5 to 10 second clip of the song that I'm going to play. And then you get 1 point if you get it based on that. So to give you an example, this song, this is just an example, no points for this, but this song was released in 1989. The genre is rap. The name of the album is Hooked. The name of the artist is Vanilla Rice. So, of course, the name of the song, Rice, Rice, Baby.
Jesus Christ. I was going to say, I don't know a single word with rice in it. Or a single song, I mean.
Yeah, you do. You know Rice, Rice, Baby. That's the true name of that song. You can look it up. All right, you guys got it?
This sounds much harder than the cup quiz.
Oh, fuck. Probably because there is no fucking songs with rice in it.
I actually don't think it'll be that hard. All right, here we go. These first 2, very easy. So, remember, say rice to buzz in. All right. Okay. So the first one, released in 1997. The genre is pop. The name of the album, Rice Up Your Life.
Wait, what are we supposed to... We're supposed to guess...
Oh, wait. Rice.
Then yes,
okay,
Geiger.
So what am I guessing? The song?
You're guessing the name of the song.
Rice World? Is that what it's called?
No.
That's the group.
Oh.
All right, I'll try.
Group,
no, it's not the group.
Is the answer Spice Up Your Life?
The answer is Rice Up Your Life. That's the name of the song. You can look
And the album?
And the album is also called Rice Up Your Life. The artist is Rice Girls. Everyone
Okay,
knows
that's.
this.
I thought it was Spice World. What's the name of Spice World? Isn't that a song or that's the movie?
Their movie is called Rice World. Yes.
Fucking fuck. You dumb fuck. All right, moving on.
Okay, number 2. This one also should be fairly easy. Here we go.
Yep, sounds like it.
This song was released in 1989. The genre, 80s rock. The album is called ... Rice Shy. Shall I give you the artist?
I think I know what the pun is, but I don't know the artist.
The artist is Great White.
Rice.
Yes.
Once bitten, rice shy.
You got
Baby.
it. That's
Yeah,
right.
I mean, I knew the pun. I don't know
for
the
no
fucking band.
You don't need to know the band. You just need to know the name of the song.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's just super easy. It's by Great White, that most popular of bands.
All right. Number 3. There's 7 total, and then I got a tiebreaker. Okay. This one was released in 1966. Genre is surf pop. The name of the album is Pet Sounds.
Oh, okay. Well, I know
The
the
artist is Beach Boys. Do you want to hear the clip of the song?
Yeah, I can't think of what
I
song.
don't know the
has
name of
that.
the song.
Okay.
Oh, Rice.
Rice.
Geiger was in first.
Wouldn't it be Rice if we could wake up? I don't know the fucking name of the song.
Wouldn't it be Rice? Yeah, the name
Okay.
of it is Wouldn't It Be Rice?
Wouldn't it be rice if we were older?
All right, number 4. Released in 1995. The genre is alternative / hard rock.
Ooh.
The album is called Demon Night. Night is spelled with a K there.
Oh, that one.
Okay, the artist is Filter. You guys know the band Filter?
Yeah.
Oh, rice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey man, rice
Yeah.
You got it. 2 points.
That's why I'll say, hey man, rice shot. What a rice shot, man.
Okay, number 5. This is where they're going to get a little bit harder. Just letting you know.
No X murdering me anyway in a normal music quiz. This is even not
All right.
that.
This one was released in 1987. The genre is hair metal. The album, Appetite for Destruction. Is familiar with that?
It's Guns N' Roses.
The
Yeah.
artist is Guns N' Roses.
Sweet rice of mine. No.
Shall I play the song?
Oh, what song has it? All right.
I don't know this.
Oh, rice.
Yeah.
Paradise City.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. I don't know any of these fucking songs.
I'm just setting you up to look like an asshole, Geiger.
Take me down where the rice is pretty. I know that
All
song
right.
in retrospect.
2 left. You can still catch up here, Geiger.
I'm not
All right.
worried.
This one was released in 1977. 1977. Genre is rock. The name of the album is Eddie Money.
Oh, fuck.
The name of the artist is also Eddie Money.
Yeah, I know. Didn't he sing that? Rice for nothing, chicks for free. That song? No.
Maybe.
No,
Isn't that Eddie Money? No, who's that?
that's Dire
Shall I-
Straits.
Shall I play the song?
Rice Straits.
Rice Straits, yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
but what is this song? I know it.
Two
Oh,
up rice.
2 tickets to Paradise.
All right, that's another point for Novak. Okay, last one. Novak, you for sure better know this one. This was released in 1964. The genre is pop. The album is The Animals. And the artist also The Animals.
Oh, Rice.
Yeah.
Is it House of the Rising Sun?
yeah.
That's it. Okay, so Novak wins 8-1, but I'm going to do the tiebreaker anyways, just because I really wanted to. So for the tiebreaker here, just first person, just buzz in. There's no levels here. It's just only one thing, and we're switching genres back to movies.
Okay.
So here's the tiebreaker real quick. It's a movie. I'm just going to give you a summary of the movie. Here we go. Buzz in when you know it.
This is some fucking Two Girls, One Cup thing again.
No
I
shit.
know it.
Yeah,
I know it.
Yeah, he's grinning.
Two women embark on the adventure of a lifetime as they share a single grain.
A single grain of rice? Is that what you're about to say?
What? Is this two girls, one rice? Is that what
Yeah,
this
you
is?
got it. All right,
Like, why is he switching to movies? What's the fucking...
Well, I spent longer downloading tracks for that than we actually spent on the quiz.
Once rice, 3 times a lady.
Yeah, there was a lot of choices you probably could have picked there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You
seeing
went
none of them
Paradise twice.
actually had the word rice in it. It was a lot easier, huh?
Okay, we've got
Nicely done or ricely done?
one snack left to see if it can close the deal here. Now, it doesn't have to do much. It just has to be better than plain. So, the old dick-swinging Quaker Oat man is here. And he's taken these rice cakes and put chocolate on them.
Wait a minute, back up. What? What is he, the dick swinging Quaker Oats man? Did we establish that at some point?
He knows we'll buy anything.
Pretty sure all these mascots are dick swinging.
Quaker Oats, what do you think of that Quaker Oats guy? The Quaker Oats guy is kind of an odd mascot, I think.
Yeah.
He looks like an old piece of shit.
Let's just say he's closer to John Hughes than he is to me, okay?
He looks like he's hiding a geocache tracker in his ball sack. This is the chocolate Rice Crisp.
He has a very a more youthful face than I would expect for someone with such white hair, right?
Well, back in the day, didn't they wear wigs?
Yeah, but
You know,
is
like
it a
George
wig,
Washington?
or was this just like somebody that experienced so much trauma early in their life?
Yeah, I think he has a backstory that's just completely harrowing, where he has experienced so much trauma, and now let's put him on top of our snack bag.
I don't know. He's rich, isn't he? He owns this company. It's still going strong. He's probably just flying around his jet made of rice.
What's it, Chad? You made a face I did not expect.
Yeah. Well, they didn't taste like I expected. I'll put it that way. I don't know. They smell kind of chocolatey, but I don't know if the taste matches.
They taste more like cocoa or like hot chocolate almost than they do like chocolate, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. I was exactly going to say that. They smell a lot like smelling a cup of hot chocolate. And they do taste very cocoa-y.
Interesting.
I don't know if they're just... My mouth just needed some sweetness after those first few. Or if they're actually good or what. I don't think they're good. I don't even know. I don't even know.
I know.
I
didn't have to think rice about this.
I didn't want to do that. I really wanted to rate a snack today. I really swear I did. I'm trying it. It tastes kind of like eating if a bunch of like Cocoa Krispies got stuck together and you ate them. Like it's like feels like eating dry cereal.
Yeah.
I can't give them anything different than an indifferent to that. They're just very plain still. I know the chocolate's on there, but it's not really helping or hurting it, in my opinion. They're okay. I could take it or leave it. I don't think if I had to go back and eat one of these today, it would be actually a close call between this and the dang for me. But I'm still going to give it an indifferent to dat. Chad, I'm actually really curious what you think after I saw the look on your face.
Well, we're not going to have another lazy electioneer. The pamphlets have been stopped. I think this thing's gross. The chocolate is really not working for me at all. That first bite, I was actually prepared to give it a hate dat, but I did finish the rice cracker, and I'm like, okay, it's not that bad, but I thought it smelled actually kind of good. I was excited when I opened the bag, like this nice chocolatey smell. But the aftertaste is really gross to me, and it's so kind of like artificial tasting. This is the worst for me today. I'm not going to go hate dat. I am going to go dislike dat.
Okay, Geiger, the Quaker Oats guy, he's still in the game here. He's looking to you.
No, this thing sucks.
No, he's injured. He was hurt, and then he came to the sideline.
Yeah,
saying, "Coach."
Yeah. Wait a minute. What?
Do we still have it? You're the coach of a team with Quaker Oats guy on it.
I've lost the metaphor. So big swinging Quaker Oats guy comes over with his massive dog and is injured at a football game. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, you're the coach of the team. Quaker Oats is the quarterback, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's had a rough day, and then he takes a big hit, and he limps to the sideline and says, "Coach, can we still win this? You got any tricks up your sleeve?" So what do you think?
And I slowly turn to him and say, "Sit down on that fucking bench." And I point to the mixed berry roller and said, "Get in there! You're fired!" Yeah. And I say, "Throw it to Jerry Rice." No, This is bad. So here's the thing. My only problem with the mixed berry one is that it is too sweet in the non-mixed berry parts of it. It's like just innocuously sweet. Because I like savory snacks more than I do sweet. This is all sweet, and it's not good sweet. It's not good chocolate. It's not chocolate. It's more like hot chocolate, which I like hot chocolate, but this is a bad version of hot chocolate. It's got more flavor, but I don't like the flavor. The aftertaste is bad. It's too overwhelmingly sweet. I couldn't eat more than 3 or 4. And if I can't eat at least half the bag, the thing sucks. I would think, it's not a hate that. It's not like I could definitely eat it if I had to. I just don't like them. So I'm with Chad. This is a dislike that for me. So I did come here to rate a snack. Unfortunately, I didn't come here to rate a snack anything above a meh. But so I guess we are going to finish with a 2-way tie for.
No, let's decide this thing. Okay. There's 3 of us. We all rated it the same. So let's
smash them together and see who wins. No, is that not what we're doing?
All right, Coach. These 2 snacks are coming to you on the sideline.
Yeah.
You are Coach Geovanni Cash.
Right.
And so in your worst Italian accent, which of these 2 do you prefer?
Oh, look at you guys. You've been working hard in the practice. You both have been watching the film. All right, look at it. I gotta put us in the best position to win. You see, like a Coach Lombardi. Okie dokie. Mixed berry roller. You're going in there. I would prefer to eat you or play you in this fucking bizarre metaphor we have been talking about.
Coach. Perfect.
Coach, you can't do that anymore, Coach. I'll see you in the locker room later. I'll fillet you. But all right. When you're done sucking my dick, you can call the plays, huh? And I would put the mixed berry in, and I would tell that guy to go win one for John Hughes' memory.
Oh, so if you're going to see someone later, does that mean you're going to blow them later on?
Yeah. See you for later. That's yeah. Or you're calling them a blowjob person, like they are a fillator. They like to give head.
Yeah, a famous term for blowjob person.
That famous term, blowjob person.
I think I had that on my LinkedIn for a little while. Blowjob person.
Yeah. Look, guys, in high school, I'm not going to say I was a slut. I was just a blowjob person. I was blowjob.
I'll go
inclined.
next. I'll create some drama.
Yeah.
Because I think I'd rather have the dang crisp over the roller, just based on they're very close in taste. And I think I'm going to base my vote on the eatability. I don't really want to go eat more of this roller and have it spilling all over my table and pants. So I'm going to go with the dang.
All over your geocaching clues.
No one can see the geocache under all these crumbs.
He's like sweeping away your crotch to try to find the geocache. This really is a mystery. He's just digging in there.
And Clue is just buried under a pile of rice crackers. And they're like, what the fuck is this?
Just a guy wearing an Indiana Jones hat, just dusting it with an archaeologist brush.
These giant rollers are like chasing him out of the cave or whatever.
All right, Chad, it's up to you.
Well, in the words of the most famous Italian of all, it's a me, Mario. I'm walking here. Isn't that how Italian?
Oh, hold on. No. Okay. When you say in the words of, it means you're just directly quoting a video game character. There's nothing to do with the food you're talking about.
Mario's other
In the famous words of Mario, it's Mario. That was the quote you gave.
And that's your answer. So there's your clue. It's a me, Mario.
In the famous words of Geoff, it's Geoff.
Yeah, definitely. Give me the roller. I think the roller is the better of the two. So I'm with
My man.
I'm with Geiger over there.
All right, the roller wins in overtime, late field goal. Coach Cash put him in. He came through. All right.
Boy, boy, roller.
Hey.
Yeah. That is going to make the underage blowjobs all the better. Oh, he's a high school coach. I didn't tell you that.
It's a me, the roller.
Yeah, Coach Cash is a really problematic figure in the community.
For many reasons. Perpetuating stereotypes, the chief among them.
So wait, if Coach Cash was going to put the age of his filleting in the terms of how we might have a quiz on our podcast, like a numbers quiz, he would be the sooner fillator. Is that... is that too
yes,
too balls deep of a joke for people? I don't know.
Go back in the archives and figure it out.
Geiger, where can people contact us?
No,
all
did you
clearly
listen to this episode? Did you listen to this episode? No one will contact us. Maybe the police will want to find out where Coach Cash is.
I feel like this episode would really appeal to that one guy in India. Too bad he unsubbed.
Speaks to all of most native Indians' experience. Bad Italian accents, geocaching, American football, Guns and Roses, all the things that make up their normal day-to-day life.
Coach Cash might coach high school football, but he coaches professional cricket. So that's just a little addition.
I would make a joke about that in my Italian accent, but I don't know dick all about cricket.
Hey, this game's going to take 38 days or whatever.
Hey, so when are we going to get to the blowjobs? I've been on here for a month and a half, and no one's touched my wiener.
I got to the bluest ball.
These kids are going to be illegal soon.
How long do you go to high school in India? What's my, window here? Oh, God. real quickly before we get canceled, you can reach us at Gmail, youtrydat@gmail.com. Hashtag You Tried Dat on Twitter. We're on Facebook with the You Tried Dat group or YouTube. This shouldn't be funny. And we're also, fuck, who cares? You're not going to listen to us. But leave us a rating, star, review. Send us a question for the mailbag, please. That'd be great. Let us know what you'd like us to snack on. Tell us what you think of our ratings. And as always, thank you for listening. And if you are listening from India, we very much appreciate it. And we'll explain all of these inside jokes at a later date.
Hey, my balls are bluer than the Indian Ocean. Hey.
Yep. And we just lost him again.
All
right.
Well, thanks to Coach Cash for joining us today.
No problem, my guy.
Sure. Hopefully we forget that we made these jokes and it doesn't return again. Well, we've got 2 episodes until our 100. This is our 98th, 99 next time. We're going to be trying some more gluten-free, straight-up gluten-free snacks. And then, of course, our very special 100th episode coming up. So tune in for that. But that'll do it for this week. We'll be back next time. We'll be trying out 3 brand new snacks.
Deuces.
Yep.